Maria, it's so great to see you. Thank you so much for agreeing to spend some time with me and chatting about your wonderful life and what's ahead. Let's go way back and talk a little bit about how did you get into music?
Yeah, sure. Actually goes to my parents. So my parents put me in a program in Colombia called Batuta, similar to Sistema, when I was a baby, like 2 years old.
And what does that mean, Batuta?
Batuta.
Batuta.
Yes, it's like a Systema Program. I don't really know the meaning.
Okay.
But it's similar as El Sistema. The big difference that in Batuta I had to pay. In here I didn't, which was way better in here because the money,
So your parents had interest in music?
Yes, my dad used to play the guitar, so I guess that's why he wanted me to be like some kind of a musician. My mom too. My mom she has believed that music helps you improve the way that you think, which in my experience I believe is true.
Just talk about that a little bit. What did she say to you?
She just said that music helps you stimulate certain things that, for example, words or writing can't. In my case, with my experience as a violist, I believe it's true. Actually makes me express like a certain emotion that I can't if I'm, like, for example, talking. It's way different. With music, I get to just be myself.
So, how did you get involved with the Systema program here?
Systema, it was when I came here 5 years ago. In September, at the beginning when I came, so I wanted to continue with my music classes, but I'm gonna be honest, the prices weren't that, like, it wasn't cheap, and then I have 4 siblings, so like the money had to go. Like, so for example, my brothers also played soccer, so they wanted them to be in soccer too. My sister dances ballet, so music for money for that too. And then I guess I was just like, alright, I'm the big sister, I'll just practice alone. I'll just practice with like YouTube videos and practice by myself until I find an academy that it isn't that expensive. Fortunately, I found El Sistema. Well, my parents actually, my mom, I believe, she was the one that did the research. And that's when I did the audition, like in middle of summer of 2017. And then in September, I joined El Sistema.
It's not really an audition.
The
interview, right?
Yeah.
The interview, just to see if people are committed and want to really do it. How did you pick the viola?
That was when I was 6 years old. I didn't know that the viola existed. I guess not many people know that the viola exists.
I hope there aren't too many viola people watching this.
But I wanted to choose the violin at first because I was 6 and the only instruments that I knew was the violin, a little bit more big violin, and then the biggest violin, which was supposed to be the bass, and the middle violin, the bigger violin, was supposed to be the cello, but I didn't know the names.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I was gonna go for the violin, but in Batuta they didn't have any more spots left for me to play the violin, and they just introduced me to the viola, said that it was very similar. But it was way more cooler.
They said that?
Yes, at first I was like, no, don't think so.
There's a lot of viola jokes, you know that, right?
And anyways, I tried it, and then I just fell in love with the viola.
So you've been in Sistema, and so what has the experience been like for you?
It's been great. The community is very supportive. And I guess they're always trying to, the teachers especially, they're always trying to be there for you and try to see if you have any errors or something like that so they can help you. And there's a lot of volunteers as well, which is very helpful. I was actually a volunteer here once, volunteer in the summer of last year, 2021.
That's great.
Yeah.
the kids need all the help, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
it's hard when you have a whole bunch of kids and they all need individual attention. Yeah.
Yes, and I don't know, I guess it's fun. I didn't used to have many concerts when I was in Colombia. It was like every 5 months. In here is like every 2 months, every 3 months.
Sometimes more, remember?
Yes, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Special projects
Yes.
suddenly
That's
come up.
yeah, the special programs that's awesome. Like being able to play, for example, I got to sing with the Canadian brass.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an experience that I guess I wouldn't have done if I was somewhere else. So, yeah.
Yeah, and do you remember the Junos, for example? Yeah, so there's a lot of extra projects for sure. We had that 2-time Grammy winning artist Matt Elber come, and he sang with the kids as well. So, and this next week they'll be singing with the country music star Ty Herndon right from Nashville.
Oh, wow.
So you should come for that. So you are about to finish your
High school.
yes. And can you talk a little bit about what you've been studying there?
Yes, so right now, my classes, for example, I'm just taking calculus and vectors, French, and computer sciences. I'm in the IB program as well.
And what is that for people listening?
So it's basically stands for International Bachelor. It's like an extra challenge than the normal academic. I was in the music IB program, which was a lot, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. I had to compose like 3 songs. One of them was a 12-minute song.
Wow.
Yes, it was a lot. For a grade 12, it was a little bit too much. But I got through it. I actually learned a lot. I had to research about different type of styles, different types of genres of music. It was awesome. And I got to play like solos and got to perform in front of an audience alone. I mean, the IB program in general is, even though it's a challenge, it actually helps you a lot to improve as a person and you get to have a bigger challenge.
So let's talk about that.
Sure.
You're going to be finishing up your international baccalaureate, and then you're going to be going to the Faculty of Music at Western here.
Yeah, that is right.
And so, are you excited?
I am.
Okay, so what are you excited about?
I guess just meeting new people that I get to share the same passion of music. That's what is exciting me more the most right now. And then I don't know, the teachers.
So you met your teacher, Sharon.
Yes.
Sharon Way.
Yes, she's awesome. She's amazing. I went to one of her concerts. Wow, no words. It's just.
Well,
awesome.
she won a Juno, right? Like, she is an amazing artist,
She is.
and one of the most gentle, kind human beings I know. Like, I think you're in really great hands for that. And
Yeah.
she's also a phenomenal violist, right?
She is.
Yeah.
She's,
And are you going to study anything else besides music when you go?
for the moment, I mean, I'll just take some math classes.
Math.
But then after I finish my music program, I'll start my actuarial science career.
Actuarial
Yeah,
science.
actuarial science.
So what is that for people who are listening? Because not everybody knows what that means.
It's basically, short words, basically has to do with statistics, lots of math. I love math, so I guess I just set my mind to do music and actuarial science. I want to have 2 majors, and I love math, so I just don't want to throw that away.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love music, which is why I didn't want to throw that away. Like at the beginning, as I was saying, taking one of the challenges was doing music as a career, because I guess society sees some music as a dumb thing to do.
Superfluous commodity is what I say, like something you do after you pay the bills. Yeah,
Yes.
It's a big problem here.
Yes.
It really is.
So that's why it was. I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. I was following what society led me to believe. I guess my parents has always being supportive of my decisions. They they were like, just follow your dreams, and if music is really what you want to do, then we'll be there for you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Because not every kid has that, right?
Yes,
you know
unfortunately not. So
yeah.
I actually have a friend that their parents are like very strict, and she wants to do something. But her parents are like, especially her brother is like, yeah, no, you can't. So you gotta just do this. And then she's like, alright, then she's doing something that she's not passionate about it. And I've been trying to tell her just to follow what she wants, but well, her brother is a little bit in the middle in that, so a little bit hard.
It's tricky, isn't it? I mean, to find your own voice and to,
Yes.
you really need that nurturing underneath of it
Yes.
to help you do that.
Yes.
I feel a lot for, especially newcomer families, because they want their kids to be self-sufficient, right? They want them to have a good life, and so they're picking, medicine or engineering or something like that. But today's world, you don't even know if there's going to be a job when you start university for what you're going to study, right? Because everything's changing so fast. So you really have to be entrepreneurial, and you have to know how to teach yourself, right? Ongoing for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's a very interesting world compared to the one I was raised in, which was like, you get a job and stay in a job. Now, I didn't do that, right? You can tell, right? I became a classical pianist, and then I sold my house and bought Aeolian Hall. So, it was a big change to learn all of that. But most people stay with one thing, right? So I am so excited for you, and I hope that you're going to stay in touch with us.
Yeah.
And come back and visit and tell us all about how it's going, and bring Sharon, of course.
Yeah, my brother's studying here too.
Nice.
So I'll be here maybe to volunteer.
That would be so great. Well, it's been wonderful to speak with you today, Maria, and we're so excited for you. And I'll be popping in to visit the faculty and see how you're doing. The new dean, Michael, and I have some plans to do more collaboration. So I'm really excited about that. So anyway, all the best, and until our next conversation, take good care.